All right, here we go. 25 Slays of Christmas, Slay 13.
Slay 13. 13 is my favorite number. I'm getting 13 tattoos on me that have the number 13 on them. And I think I've got 9 so far. And it kind of pisses me off that this is the movie that we had to do. Fuck, man. Red Christmas. I believe it came out in 2017. This was just so I think we watched the trailer for this one, and I did not get this vibe that this movie delivered from that trailer at all.
I got a very different vibe from that trailer too. I agree.
Yeah, I felt like the trailer.
This and Shark Jaw or whatever the fuck Santa Jaws has in common. Shark Jaws. This and Santa Jaws had that in common. The trailer did not set me up for what.
Yeah, but even this one, like I feel like the trailer made it seem like, oh, here's this family at Christmas, and a killer comes and tries to kill them all. Not that we're gonna get a. I mean, to put it plain, I guess a aborted fetus that didn't actually get aborted.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much. Actually,
it's like, wait.
So to this movie's credit, I will say this up front. So I found out there's this documentary to the movie. Currently, Red Christmas has, so on IMDb right now, it's got a 4.3 out of 10. So there's a documentary called Horror Movie, A Low Budget Nightmare, that's currently got a 7.3 out of 10 stars. And I was looking at it, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, are the stills for this movie the same as Red Christmas? Well, that's because this documentary is the making
of
Red Christmas. And the synopsis for the documentary is, a filmmaker's lifelong dream becomes a nightmare when he puts his life savings on the line to make a low-budget horror film about an aborted fetus that seeks revenge on its family. So absolutely, that is what Red Christmas is about.
God damn, man.
An aborted fetus that seeks revenge on its family. But even that's not necessarily true. It's not seeking revenge. It was looking for love. Man,
he did come looking for love at first, and they did throw him out.
I will just say, this was my experience with the movie. As we were just talking about it. The beginning, it sort of, I hesitate to use this phrase very often, but it definitely triggered me emotionally, like on a personal level on some stuff. And that already put me in a weird mood. I thought about not even like continuing to watch it. But then as it went on, I became very intrigued. I was like, okay, where's this going? And honestly, the idea of, okay, there was this aborted fetus that didn't get aborted. I was like, there's one of two ways this is going to go.
Right.
And the one of them had a much higher percentage, which was kind of what ended up happening. And I was with it, and I was really, really like being drawn into the movie as the guy got to the house and they let him in, and like all the way up to the point where he actually read the letter, and the mom started freaking out, and she's like, who are you? Like, he's talking about that abortion clinic. Like, get him the fuck out of here. Like, and they threw him out. Up until that point, I was like, I am curious to see where this is going to go. Like, I was really intrigued. I thought it was like, it had this really good setup. But then after that, when it shifted gears into the slasher movie that it became, it lost me quite a bit. It lost me quite a bit.
It did lose me too, story-wise. I thought that with the budget that they obviously pretty much didn't have, as you've just filled me in, I thought the kills, some of them looked pretty decent.
Well, that was another big thing that I was thinking about. Even when I saw the trailer, I noticed that the production company of this movie was called Artsploitation Films, and it delivers on the promise of their brand, I guess. Like, it definitely has the feel of an art house movie combined with an exploitation film, which, like, it's definitely an exploitation film about like abortion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't mind, like, we've watched some bleak ones, like, I don't mind a bleak movie. I don't mind a bleak Christmas movie even, but this one just felt like a weird pairing. Like, this is not one, I'll say right now, this is not one I'm gonna be putting on my Christmas list. This is not one I plan on ever be watching.
No, I would not. No, I don't think I'm kind of mad we watched this.
I wouldn't say I'm mad about it, but it's definitely the first one that we've watched that I'm like, I could have gone without watching this the whole
Yeah.
my entire life. I again giving credit where credit's due. I think the movie is actually well done in terms of production.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and everything like that. You know, that's that art side of it for sure, but it's the exploitation side of it that loses me.
Oh, definitely. I
Because
feel
that's
that.
exactly what it ends up being. Like, because like I said, how it sets it up at the beginning, you know, it's a tricky topic, and I really thought, like, okay, maybe they'll. I don't know. I don't think at any point I thought that they were going to pull that off, like, and have like I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, I felt like it was going to go in a different direction. I was intrigued. I was like, how is this going to fall apart? Like, you know, and the way it fell apart immediately, like how it fell apart, they just threw him out, and then it's like, oh, so now he's just mad and he's gonna kill everybody. But then at the same time, like he kept being like, "Oh, don't you love me?" It's like, motherfucker, no. Like you know, you killed everybody, and then like it really just toes the line. That art exploitation really just like it's that divide, and it toes the line on almost just going full like exploitation trash. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
shy of just being like a trash movie.
But like, there's only two things that I really thought of when I was first, well, the only time I watched this. But there's that one scene where they're going outside to get into the police car, and it's the priest guy and the mom, and she's like, "Watch my back. I'm gonna go get into the police car. Let me know if the guy comes up." He's like, "Yeah, sure thing." She's in the car looking, and there's a scene where you clearly see the guy walking around the entire vehicle from the other guy's point of view. That's the lookout, and he doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
He just stares. And he's like, "You okay?" That bothered me. And then, but I did enjoy that same character. I did enjoy his death. That production for a
That
low budget, that blender to the back of the head, and you just don't really see it, but you just see the bloodshot eyes and then the eye roll back. I thought that was pretty dope.
from a story perspective, that's where the exploitation stuff fails for me. But from a like horror movie perspective, like the kills and stuff, the exploitation is a win for me because that's definitely
It was very gory.
it was like I did enjoy the kills. Like I did enjoy like especially in like the very first one or the very first one was pretty good. And then the one with the chick with the peanut allergy.
Yeah, he chops her straight in half.
And it just chops her straight in half. And it's just
Yeah.
okay, now that's exploitation film. That's that grindhouse, like just like fuck you, she was cut in half. Like, you know,
Yeah, and he doesn't even clean her up. The whole family comes out and sees her, and it's like, yep.
so that makes sense on the exploitation side of things. But yeah, I think most of like, I don't know. It's just
And I just thought the ending was like, eh. The ending I thought was very predictable if you're paying attention to the story as it goes, that you kind of knew what was going to happen.
I yeah, how?
I mean,
I
as
honestly
far as like I knew up until I would say up until when she's going down the hallway, she shoots her son that has the Down syndrome. I seen that was coming. You know what I'm
that
saying?
coming after he switched the hat. When he took
Yeah.
the hat off and handed it out to him, I'm like, well, he's gonna get shot. You know,
So then I thought,
thought he was gonna be wearing the cloak. I didn't expect him to just be himself, but I did predict that.
no, and then I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna let the lady with the kid that she just gave birth to a kid. Now she's running around somehow. I don't fucking know how, but whatever. I thought maybe he's gonna let them live because he's like, oh, you're actually keeping your kid. That's dope. I didn't get that to kind of like give it an ending that's like
Yeah,
a moral. No, he just slowly stabs her through the fucking back of the neck and then lays the baby on a bed.
yeah.
And then the
Well, I think maybe the intention was that he was planning on taking this baby because I
I
honestly
felt
forgot
that.
about the mom coming back there for a minute because
Yeah.
the mom comes back and fucking like, but like, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of see it like why you would like pull a murder suicide here, like take him out with you, sort of thing. Because I mean, her whole family's pretty much dead at that point. But my thing was, why the fuck would you do that with the baby like being all alone? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't have just pushed him out the fucking window or something. Like you couldn't have like why she had to die too is like I mean it definitely still would have been very bleak and tragic. I don't even know if I would have liked it if she had survived because I think it had lost me already at that point. But
Well, like even then, it's like wrap that chain around your arm and like dislocate your shoulder when you fall out the window, and rip his guts out.
right, yeah, but I
Whatever.
yeah I don't know. Whatever.
That's
Fuck ever.
what the fuck ever, man. I didn't really give a shit. I felt bad for the kid there on the bed at the end. It's like, all right, buddy. Well, that's a fucking life for you ahead. God
Yeah,
damn.
right. Well, and the thing is, like, it's one of those things that, like, he was just born. This is one of those things that, like, he might get told about later in life, but if nobody ever fucking tells this kid nothing, he could live a perfectly fine life. So,
Well, I hope they don't try to capitalize and be like, let's make a sequel. Cause I'm good.
because I won't be watching it.
I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, Red Christmas, I'm gonna give that a it's hard. I'm gonna give that a 3 out of 5. And I only give it 3 based on the production alone.
You're all about trying to change it to 5. It's you started the 10 scale.
Oh wait, did I say 3 out of 5?
Got a 5 again.
Oh, I meant 3 out of 10 easily. I don't know why I say 5.
3 out of 10, huh?
Yeah, and I say on production alone, I give those 3 stars out of 10 stars.
For me, I was definitely I was very conflicted with this movie. I think a lot of it stemmed from personal stuff, but I'll give credit where credit's due, and I'll say 6 out of 10. It was a well done movie, and I am curious to watch that documentary. I don't know if it'll change
I would
anything or not.
I'd watch the documentary, but it's only because I watched the movie.
Right, yeah, and especially if the documentary is like so highly rated as opposed to the movie itself, which happens. That happens a lot where people make documentaries about making bad movies, and
Well, and I'd like to see their thought process too behind this one.
yeah,
And like
that's what I'm thinking
motivation.
about documentary, because I want to hear where this guy's coming from with this movie. Like I am curious, and who knows, maybe he will sway me. I still don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but it does feel like a one and done for me.
Yeah.
But I am curious to watch the documentary for sure.
Yeah. And I don't recommend this one. This isn't one of the movies that I recommend people to
Yeah, I don't
check
necessarily
out.
know if I would recommend it either.
Unless you're really into some fucked up shit.
I mean, like I said, it delivers on the promise of art exploitation, and if that sounds like something that you're into, it's definitely there for you. You can find it on Tubi, you can find it on Peacock,
Peacock?
and you can find it on Amazon Prime.
I've got Amazon Prime and I downloaded Peacock to watch it, dang it.
Same. Well, I already have Peacock because of Santa Slay, but
And at least on Peacock, when I watched it, it was like you just watched one ad beforehand and then it just played the whole movie. It didn't have no ad breaks.
same.
It was nice.
Yeah, thanks Peacock. Sorry, we've been sleeping on you.
It's probably only because it's shit. It's like, let's just get this done with. You
Yeah.
want to get this done with.
Thank you, Peacock, for bringing us such classics as Bill Goldberg's Santa Slay and Red Christmas.
I love Santa Sleigh, man. Who's next?
Who's next?